Welcome back to the news at 10. The Anambra state government has called for more effective farming practices that will reflect the impact of climate change on the environment. Governor Willie Obiano said this during the flag-off of dry season farming and an agriculture show in Awka, the Anambra state capital.
The ABS premises in Awka, Anambra State has become a beehive of activity as over 5,000 farmers and cooperative groups gather to flag off the 2016 dry season farming. The arrival of Governor Willie Obiano sets the tone for the day as he moves round to inspect produce on display. The women's cooperative societies commend the governor for his support, especially in getting buyers for farm produce. The representative of the Minister of Agriculture, Mr. Albert Odukwe, also applauds the state government for its commitment to agriculture.
The state is now known for the export of some agricultural crops, and Anambra rice, stone-free, is gaining fast popularity in the country. In the next week, the Prime Minister of Agriculture and Rural Development will be rolling out rice season farming in the state. Farmers are encouraged to turn out and redeem goods as soon as they receive alerts on their phone.
The State Commissioner for Agriculture announces the successes achieved within the year.
This season, Anambra State has made rice production of 7 metric tons a hectare, first in the history of Anambra State.
Governor Obiano commends the farmers' steadfastness, assuring them of the state government's support with equipment needed to boost food security.
My plan for 2017 is to triple our 2016 year of production. We will provide infrastructure and machinery to develop and irrigate our farms, build dams, boreholes and tube wells. We will engineer and support farmers to adopt various food agriculture practices to confront these differences in weather patterns.
Various kinds of farm input and agricultural facilitating equipment like certified rice seeds, high-variety vitamin A, termite-free cassava stems, pesticides, irrigation equipment, tractors and motorcycles were given out to reduce the burden on farmers.
Let's take a look at some business news now. Here's Melinda Akinlani.
You first. First Bank.
Joma. Welcome to Business News. The Central Bank of Nigeria says it's positioned to reduce the adult financial exclusion rate of 46.3% to 20% by the year 2020. The CBN Governor, Godwin Emefiele, said this at a summit on financial inclusion in Lagos today. According to Mr. Emefiele, the CBN Steering Committee on Financial Inclusion has identified how digital finance can help achieve this goal.
It is puzzling that while about 63% of adult Nigerians and even 44% of the formerly financially excluded had a mobile phone as at 2014, based on EFINA data, only 13% of adult Nigerians were aware of mobile money and less than 1% used mobile money. Beyond the need for increased investment in digital financial infrastructure and financial literacy efforts, government, ministries, and businesses are encouraged to further digitize current cash payments. Financial services providers should identify favorable partnerships, as digital financial services require several competencies which one organization may not process.
Governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, Godwin Emefiele. And still talking about the Apex Bank, it sold 50 billion naira each of treasury bills dated 175 and 343 days today. Market sources say demand for the dated government papers were not as high as expected, as the market was liquid with inflows from budgetary spending. The debt office's December auction of the federal government bonds is due next week. A fixed income trader at Wema Bank, Mr. Ifeanyi Akuche, tells Channels Television that no significant change is expected in treasury yields as the trading year comes to an end. The Nigerian equities market gets a lift from bellwethers today as the all-share index extends uptrend to close at 25,739.18. Millicent Walker has the details.
Hello and welcome to the Stock Market Report. The local equities market rallied further by 25 basis points at the close of Thursday's trading session, following modest price gains by some blue chips. The day's transaction yields a total turnover of 165.9 million shares worth over 1.3 billion naira in over 2,000 deals. 19 equities led by Forte Oil, Honeywell Flour and Portland Paints recorded increases, while a total of 20 stocks led by Total, International Breweries and Mobil recorded losses. The top three most active stocks were Diamond Bank, International Breweries and Transco. Well, that's the Stock Market Report. I'm Millicent Walker.
On the global scene, European shares closed higher today after the European Central Bank announced an extension of its bond buying program. In the United States, equities traded higher, notching fresh record highs as the post-election rally continued. And in Asia, the markets rose. That's Business News tonight. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Melinda Akinwami.
You first. First Bank.
The UBA Foundation has presented educational grants to 3 winners of its 2016 National Essay Competition. Presenting the grants in Lagos, the management of the company disclosed that the annual writing contest is part of the contribution to the development of education here in Nigeria.
This gathering is to witness the emergence of the 2016 winners of the National Essay Competition, annually put together by the United Bank for Africa, UBA, for the past 5 years. But first, a charge from the management team of the foundation to the contestants.
Well, it's not just enough to win, but from that day, you become a child of the foundation. And beyond the support and the guidance you get from the school, from your family, the foundation also sets standards for you so that you continue to enjoy the sponsorship.
After scaling through different stages of the contest, those who made it to the finals are now waiting in anticipation for the announcement of the overall winner and who carries the day.
And the winner is Felicia.
For the management of the UBA Foundation, this is one way of giving back to society.
This is part of our corporate social responsibility. As you know, UBA Foundation is the corporate social responsibility arm of United Bank for Africa PLC. So one of our focus areas is education. So this National Essay Competition falls under education, which we have instituted across 3 African countries to try to help students from secondary school get educational grants to help with their tuition in tertiary institutions.
The overall winner has just this to say.
I'm very thankful to UBA. I thank them for presenting this opportunity to me.
The executive of UBA Foundation believes that this annual contest will help in no small measure in boosting the education sector of the Nigerian state.
Duffel Primer Foods Limited, makers of Indomie noodles, have held a party for children to celebrate Christmas. And this is part of activities of the Indomie Fan Club, which has about 200,000 children as members. The Group Public Relations Officer of the company, Temitope Ashiwaju, says the event is Duffel Primer's way of appreciating its customers.
It's that season of the year where fun is heightened, especially for the children. Duffel Primer Foods Limited's Indomie Fan Club creates the atmosphere of relaxation for children all over the country. So far, the Indomie Fan Club membership has grown to 20,000.
What the children really want is, they want an ambience, they want somewhere good that they can have fun. With or without recession, I think what we need to do as a corporate socially responsible company is just to create that kind of ambience, to create fun for them, to create excitement for them. Because what do children really ask for? They don't ask for much. So what we can only do for them is just to ensure that, okay, yes, they continue to have fun because they are all loyal consumers of instant noodles, most especially Indomie. So what do? We giving them back to them what they actually want and what they deserve.
As the children relish their special Indomie noodles delicacy, they're exposed to various indoor and outdoor fun. The Group Public Relations Officer, Temitope Ashiwaju, says the fun is happening simultaneously in Benin, Ibadan, Abuja and other centers in Lagos.
Season for celebration, and the Christmas is there, the Muslim festival too is there for the children to be celebrated. And in this period, even when we say that there's recession and things are quite difficult, Indomie still seem it fit to celebrate her children. So the children, they feel celebrated and they are happy to be associated with the brand.
This is Duffel Primer's give back to its numerous customers, especially children, with a categorical statement that Indomie noodles remains a choice meal like no other.
Nigerians will continue to enjoy top-quality beverages with premium satisfaction, and this pledge was made at the 65th anniversary of the Nigerian Bottling Company, a member of the Coca-Cola Hellenic Club. The chairman of the company, Mr. Segun Akpata, says the NBC will continue to build on its tradition of excellence while maintaining global standards.
With footprints across 28 countries around the globe, the Nigerian Bottling Company, a member of the Coca-Cola Hellenic Group, has grown in leaps and bounds with 11 plants in Nigeria. Now, the NBC says it finds the Nigerian people as its greatest asset. The chairman of the Nigerian Bottling Company steps up to share the experience of a 65-year journey.
Our faith in the country and its people have been at the core of our conviction. They have enabled our leadership under the guidance of the Leventis family to know that one should not quit when the sea is turbulent, but carefully sail the boat to its destination.
After surviving the storms of a growing brand, it's now time for the NBC to spread its wings with a $684 million investment.
Seeing the journey from 1951 all the way to these days, to the creation of one of the top 3 bottlers of the Coca-Cola company globally, and also being listed in the FTSE 100 company, is a great testament to all those who have been building this company in all these 65 years.
We will welcome you. Thank you, John.
What's more, the managing director of NBC is proud of leading a company with a rich history with the Nigerian consumers' backing.
We are honored that our consumers every day, they are voting with their choices and they are granting us the leadership.
On a lighter note, a bazaar is held.
Congratulations, sir. Please put your hands together for me. Thank you, Mr. Umajo. Thank you.
After 65 years of distinction in the Nigerian market, what's next for NBC?
We're expanding. Owerri, Port Harcourt, Abuja, Kano, and we are going to expand in Maiduguri, which will never close down.
NBC believes in this country.
and continuous investing, both in infrastructure, but most of all in people. We want to have the best, and we are doing a lot to attract the best talents of Nigeria.
The NBC management says it's looking forward with high hopes and a new world to conquer in delivering top quality products. Nigerians may expect a new definition of refreshment.
Next on the news at 10, Minister of Youth and Sport Solomon Dalong insists Super Falcons will receive all entitlements in spite of initial delays. That will be on sports. Just stay with us.